Wrestling really is a one-of-a-kind sport, with the fans conditioned to believe that everything is totally real, when in reality that really isn't the case. Because of that, today we're going to be looking at the top 10 wrestling myths people still believe. Number 10, Kane won the WWF title by accident. It is actually quite easy to see why this myth first started, with Kane defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin at King of the Ring 1998 in a First Blood match, with many fans believing that Stone Cold actually bled by accident, of course. If that did happen, the title change would have happened as well, because fans could obviously see that. Number 9, Vince McMahon sent Vince Russo to WCW. This is one of wrestling's strangest myths, with some people actually believing that Vince McMahon actually sent Vince Russo to join WCW's creative team on purpose. The two men had supposedly planned to take down the organization known as World Championship Wrestling. And of course, many people do blame the finger at Russo's writing for the main reason for WCW's demise in the Monday Night Wars. And of course, Russo also ended up going right back to WWE. Of course, it didn't last long. Number 8, Hardcore Holly sandbags Brock Lesnar. This is a popular theory amongst wrestling fans who believe that Hardcore Holly purposely sandbagged Brock Lesnar in 2002, leading to his broken neck. The myth was that Holly was annoyed at Lesnar over something and decided to do something to him, but the fact is that it just wasn't true. Because even the fact that Brock Lesnar kept going to check on Hardcore Holly, making sure he was okay, because he felt so bad that he injured his poor friend. Number 7, John Cena can't wrestle. This ridiculous wrestling myth is one that has been completely created by wrestling fans themselves, many of whom have decided that John Cena cannot wrestle, simply because he has been overbooked over the majority of his run. It's a myth that became very popular amongst fans who often chant that he couldn't wrestle during wrestling matches, despite the fact that he is a 16-time world champion and one of WWE's even biggest stars. Cena has even been involved in countless amazing matches, from the battles with Edge, CM Punk, and AJ Styles, just to name a few. Number 6, WWE owns AEW. This is a very new myth, but it is one that many have brought in too. That's largely because of Vince Russo is constantly claiming that it is a fact, believing that WWE and AEW are in bed together. It also doesn't help the fact that Chris Jericho and Jim Ross, such loyal WWE company men, have jumped ship to this new AEW. But the thing is, AEW is a totally new brand, an alternative to WWE, not even owned or operated by nothing in WWE's headquarters. Number 5, the Hardcore title is actually the old WWF Championship. The Hardcore title is one of the most beloved titles in WWE history. It's no surprise to learn that it has been so many myths created over the years of the ugly title design over the years. One popular myth among wrestling fans is that the old WWF Championship, the one that Mr. Perfect tore up on Saturday night's main event, is to be told to be the Hardcore Championship just taped up. But no, it's actually just an old replica WWF title that was beat up and added tape to it. Number 4, WWE planned the Yes Movement. Every now and then someone totally blindsided WWE, and a prime example of that was when the rise of Daniel Bryan heading into WrestleMania 30. Bryan had always been popular, but to this point, he was a totally new level with the Yes Movement, as the WWE Universe made it clear that nobody else should be at the spotlight, the main event, than the American Dragon himself, Daniel Bryan. And they forced till finally, Daniel Bryan made it to the main event of WrestleMania, with no one's help but the sole fan base. Number 3, Brock Lesnar ending the streak was not planned. The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak was one of the most incredible things in professional wrestling and sports history. When it was ultimately broken in WrestleMania 30 by Brock Lesnar, the wrestling world was left stunned in silence. Nobody knew what to believe, as they just seen Justin Robert taking several minutes to confirm the winner of the match. Because of this abrupt silence for a brief moment, many fans believe that Lesnar's winning was actually not planned, but Undertaker couldn't physically kick out after being worn down to the point of this match, even physically concussed, minutes into the match. Number 2, 2 Ultimate Warriors? You would think replacing one of the most recognizable and iconic wrestling figures in history would be an incredibly difficult job, especially the one to a distinct look. But you would be wrong, as WWE actually had 2 Ultimate Warriors. According to the myth, the Warriors started to blackmail Vince McMahon into paying more money, which led to him being suspended at SummerSlam 91, only to have him return at WrestleMania 8. However, some fans believe that it is actually a different man under the face painting mask. And number 1, the Montreal Screwjob was a work. Another ridiculous wrestling myth, some fans chose to believe that the infamous Montreal Screwjob was all a work, with fans believing that Bret Hart knew exactly what he was going to do when walking into the 1997 Survivor Series. The only problem with this is that Vince knew that Bret was jumping ship to WCW, so it would make no sense for him to build up a huge star just for him to go jump ship to World Championship Wrestling. That's how you debunk this myth, and Hart would even tell you that none of this was planned, and he'll swear to this day. And that's our list. Did we leave any out? Don't forget to leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon, let you know next time we post a video. Alright, I'm MTG from MTG Network, and I'll see y'all soon.